Alright, got both handles glued on. Got the blade taped up. I use black electrical tape. I find it works real well, and the sticky residue that leaves behind comes off real easy with some solvent, mineral spirits, that sort of stuff. Now, it hasn't been a whole 24 hours, but it has been quite a few hours since I glued on both handles. I have another one. There's the other one that I have. I have one handle glued on there. I just did that a couple hours ago. I'm going to put another handle on that one, the other handle slab, and then I'm going to start sanding on this one. So, because I'm just too anxious to get one of these in my hand and have a finished knife, with it being my first one. And I know we shouldn't rush things. I learned that lesson a while ago, but I'm going to go ahead and start sanding on it. I'm going to be using my 4x36 belt sander to get the rough outline, and then I'll come over to the 1x30 to kind of finish it off. So here it is in the rough state, and then I'll show you again when done sanding. I do want to mention that although I do not show it in my videos, I do have protective gear, and I do use it at all times, especially on this knife with it being Micarta handles. You definitely want to have a good face mask. I wear my ear protection all the time in the shop. I'm in a very small confined space with very loud machinery around me, and I always wear ear protection. Same thing goes with the mask. Small place, this stuff stays in here for a while. The air filtration systems I have isn't the best, and that's something I'm going to work on in the future. But definitely got to be safe, guys. So somebody had asked me whether I do wear an air mask, and I do. So let's get back to work.
It's about to get loud.
Alright, so here's what we got so far. It's been sanded to follow the handle, or to follow the blade, I mean. And I went around the edges with a piece of 150 to kind of just knock the edge off, to kind of round that over. Even in the front here, just kind of rounded that over so that it feels good. There aren't any sharp edges on here. You see how dull it is from the sanding. I'm going to take that over to my buffer. I'm going to buff that out. Try to get that shine back into that. And then we'll see how that looks. Alright guys, here it is. I got some fingerprints on there, but here it is with the handle material on there. Just clean the blade off. And this being my very first knife that I designed, that I made on my own out of some 1095 steel. I'm holding this because I just cut my finger. I don't want to admit it, but I'm sitting here bleeding. I was taking the tape off of the knife and it slipped. This handle is kind of smooth. I might not want to keep it that way, but it slipped a little bit and just sliced right into my thumb. I don't know. There's a little bit of blood there. I don't know how. I'm sure it's not too bad. It hurts a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, and then we'll see how kind of medical attention I'm gonna need. But anyway, these are the micarta handles that's gonna go on the knife, and then the next step it would be to make a sheath for it. I'm gonna use a Kydex neck sheath for the knife, and I tell you, I feel pretty stupid sitting here bleeding making a video. I feel stupid even cutting myself alone, but I guess you can't be a knife maker without cutting yourself. Can't be a race car driver without smashing a few cars. So I guess it kind of goes hand in hand. Just to add to the multiple scars that I already have on my body. But I'm really happy with the way this knife turned out. It feels real good in the hand. The choils feels good. I'm real excited about the way it came out, and I'll do a knife review when I get the sheath done, and when I can stop bleeding, I'll go ahead and do that. But as far as that the knife goes, there's the CJS ironclad. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I will answer them. Thanks, guys. Alright guys, we're going to continue on here. Blood or no blood, we're going to move on. Next one is the sheath. Now, these are a couple pieces of Kydex. I wanted to show you kind of how I go about doing that. I just cut my Kydex into 2-inch sections. And then, so about 10 inches. I can go over preparing a whole sheet with you in another time, but 2-inch strips is where I do my Kydex sheets, and then I'm gonna heat up the center section, and then I take these and I fold it in half this way. So hope I got all that in frame. Now sometimes that happens here working in the shop. Electricity goes out, mainly because I don't have a good breaker box. While I'm running my heater or some other kind of high-powered item, sometimes the power goes out. Another one of modifications I'd like to fix in the future. Alright, so we got the sheath. We got the 2 holes up here. And those are going to be for the paracord, the lanyard going through on your neck. And then these 2 are for the top of the blade. And also so that when I heat this back up, that this sheath does not just start to separate itself. Now a little bit will happen up here, but when I clamp it back down in the press, that will not be an issue. I have my press over here, a simple Kydex press that I made out of some wood and 2x4 and a hinge. I got the foam from knifekits.com. It's Kydex foam, and I cut it in half. It comes in I think 11 inches, 12 inches. But I cut it in half because I only need it for certain size sheaths. Certain size sheaths, that's hard to say. I clamp it down. I put a sheath in there, clamp it down with my squeeze clamp. So I'll demonstrate that here in just a couple minutes. Heat this back up. We're going to fit the knife inside, take it over to the press, and then we're going to press it in. So now I'm going to fit the knife take it over to the press. Then we'll let that stay in there for about 5 to 10 minutes until it cools. Then we'll do some trimming and put some more rivets in. So you guys think you're curious? Pain's kind of stopped. I'm assuming it's going to stop bleeding. That it's not gotten any more red. Beware if you don't like seeing this sort of stuff. I don't. That's a nasty cut. I really want to focus in on that. It's probably better for you, but that's nasty. Alright guys, here it is. I went ahead and finished it off. Got my thumb patched up. It's not as bad as I thought it was. It's still kind of bad, but it doesn't need stitches or anything like that. Even if it did, I wouldn't go get them. So anyway, I finished my knife up. Here's the knife with the handles on. Got my Kydex sheath. I use these plain anodized rivets, and fits in there pretty nice. Retention is very, very good. It's quite a bit effort to get it out. Quite a bit effort to get it back in, apparently. Anyway, I got a paracord lanyard. And the way I make these, they're adjustable for your neck. So I use 3 feet of paracord, and one day I'll go over how I go about doing that with the sheaths. But for right now, here's a complete CJS ironclad neck knife. Hope you like. Thanks for watching.